November 7th, the 40th day of me recording in this series. I've been recording for 40 days in this series. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna make this video a little bit quicker because this first note, I only have one note, but it's life changing, and it's really something to think about. And I think if you allow the Lord to lead you, whether you're listening to this now, then later, or whenever, just allow your ears to hear, have ears to hear during this time. Okay. And I was pondering on why won't people fully surrender to Christ, why people won't follow his ways and do as he does, and genuinely seek his face and want to love him with all their heart and all their soul and all their mind, and allow their hearts to be transformed and their minds renewed. And my first thought was that these people are set in their ways, but that's not true. People usually are willing to change. They actually want to change. It's just they don't want to let go of certain things in their heart. They're not willing to let go of certain things. They're not willing to go through the trial. They're not willing to go through the test. They're not willing to give the Lord their all and allow his strength to work through their life. So they're just stuck in this cycle, this pattern of relying on themselves and their own understanding, because they won't give their life to the Lord and allow him to work through their life. Because allowing yourself, you're the one who puts yourself into that hole in the first place. How do you think you're going to get yourself out? The Lord is so magnificent. He's so amazing. He's so gracious and merciful. And you lean on him and his understanding and not your own, and his strength and not your own strength, not your wisdom, but his wisdom. And you will see things that you've never seen before. You'll see the way out of that dark road that you've been going down. You'll see that light, and you can be that light. With that, I have um, two really chapters if you want to read. The first one, and I read this one, I want to say almost every other day, and it's Psalm 112, and it reads, "Blessed are those who fear the Lord, who find great delight in his commands. Their children will be mighty in the land, the generation of the upright will be blessed. Wealth and riches are in their houses, and their righteousness endures forever. Even in darkness, light dawns for the upright, for those who are gracious and compassionate and righteous. Good will come to those who are generous and lend freely, who conduct their affairs with justice." And then I think of Psalm 139, and I also want to throw in that if you are led, I would I want to suggest that you read Psalm 119. It's a very long chapter, but it speaks on following the Lord's decrees and, seeking him and just what comes with it, following his decrees. And there's just a lot in there. I'm just paraphrasing, but Psalm 119 is beautiful. And it goes over different perspectives. And a lot of the theme is just the Lord's decrees and following his ways and not your own. With that being said, I'm finna read Psalm 139. And if you're watching this, whether then, now, later, in the future, be encouraged. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. You hem me in behind and before. You lay your hand upon me. The Lord knows who you are. He knows you better than you know yourself. So what makes you think that when you go through that to follow the Lord, when you jump over those obstacles, when you try to get rid of that thing that's been blocking your relationship with him, why would you think that he would not be working with you and working through you on that matter? With that being said, I'm just going to leave that there. Psalm 139, Psalm 112, and Psalm 119. Psalm 119 is beautiful. That's the one I'm hitting on, Psalm 119. Be encouraged and just be strong and be in prayer and seek the Lord's face for yourself so that you can know what to do in certain areas, so you can know the posture of your heart. As always, you already know, be you.